Welcome back. Rotimi Fakaejo, CEO Enterprise Stockbrokers, joins me now to take a look at some of the numbers coming in from companies listed in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. And of course, he will give us an insight as to where the market is at the moment. Good morning to you, Rotimi.
Good morning, Harry.
It's great to have you on the show. So let's start with taking a look at some of the results that came in yesterday. Now, Guarantee Trust Bank yesterday turned in its first quarter result, and we saw gross earnings at 75.39 billion naira, but profit before tax came in at 30.67 billion naira. Does this suggest that the bank has started out on a good footing?
Well, the results are coming, and particularly for that of GT Bank yesterday, as you have said, well, there is a slight increase in their gross earnings and a decline in their profit after tax. And I think this is becoming a usual trend for what we've seen in about 4 banks that have sent in their results. We saw a decline, a contraction in the gross earnings and profits of Zenith Bank, likewise UBA, and also a contraction in the earnings of Union Bank for a profit after tax increase. And I think this is coming around, and it's actually a reflection of what we've been seeing in the national economy. And I think with this coming now, cascading out to the bank, I think it's beginning to give us a lot of apprehension, except something is done quickly with respect to the economy.
But then yesterday we saw a percentage gain of about 2.93 for Guarantee Trust Bank. The stock closed at 16 naira 16 kobo. So obviously investors have kind of moved on from this particular result. They're looking at it like, yes, there's been risk and there's been a lot of challenges for the banks to handle in the last couple of months, but they've priced it into whatever it is that they're working with, and they've moved on.
If I get you correctly, I believe the trend of events is we didn't see a reflection of that in the market yesterday with respect to the banking sector stock, and more so for the fact that investors are sort of looking ahead for the release for the final signing of the budget, and also for release of funds in the economy to reflate the economy again. But I think we may not really see that continue for so long, though the market is trending positive right now, and the banking sector also is still leading the pack. But I think we are beginning to see some declines in some of the stocks, particularly Guarantee Trust Bank, though it may improve thereafter. But I think with the way it stands, we definitely may not be getting positive as it did happen yesterday. Yesterday we saw 0.51%. Today now it's trending positively at 0.46, but we hope it ends this way today, but it may not really last long because the impetus pushing the market is not really substantial.
So, Rotimi, for you, what are your thoughts as in with regards to Nigerian breweries? They also turned in their Q1 result yesterday for the first quarter of the year, that is. We saw revenue at 77.55 billion naira. It's up 10.9%. Profit after tax also rose about 3.5%. What are your thoughts about the numbers from Nigerian breweries?
Well, I think this also explains that there is a whole lot of struggle within the industrial sector. Though they are able to grow their top line from 69 billion to 77 billion, but that translates to much change in their profit after tax. We only saw a differential of about 300 million in profit after tax, moving from 10.1 billion to 10.4. But I believe with this harsh economic environment, we should still give it to Nigerian breweries for turning up this kind of figure. And I think there's still room for improvement, and the economy tries to get better.
Now, you say the all-share index is the market is trending in still northwards, up 0.42%. So what would you say is driving stock prices? Is it data or expectations that the budget, the 2016 budget, will be assented to by the president?
Well, I think with respect to what we are seeing presently, the effect is not really too discouraging, as I would say, but we are, at least for what we're seeing right now, is still very much encouraging at 0.46%. I think as time goes on, with more digest of the results get more digested by investors and analysts, I think we may be able to see a better translation of that figure. But I think what is really happening right now is while we're seeing what we are seeing in the market is demand push and nothing else.
Well, thank you so much, Rotimi, for telling us what's going on at the market and, of course, sharing your perspectives with regard to some of the results that came in yesterday. Rotimi Fakaijo is the CEO Enterprise Stockbrokers, joining us from the Nigerian Stock Exchange.